Welcome back to episode 3 of the Rich and Ted Talk Football Podcast. I'm Ted.
This is Rich.
How you doing today, man?
Good. How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing wonderful, bro. We got a lot to talk about today. We suffered from not having no news last week. We got plenty of news to talk about this week. So, and again, this one I almost anticipated episodes.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna get right into the shits, man. Man, what is 2020, dog? Like, what the fuck is 2020 this season? First bit of news, we got a follow up from the DeAndre Baker news. We didn't share too much about it last episode, but
not only because of lack of information.
Yeah. And it's not too much more information. I'm pretty sure it's stuff that people said. I wasn't aware that they stole, supposedly, took more than $11,000 in cash and valuables worth up to $60,000. Like they really made them run all their shit. Who were they gambling with is what I'm wondering. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money and a lot of money.
Who just carries around that much money in valuables and all that.
Yeah, so I mean that's I think that's the biggest thing about when I read that. I'm like, well, goddamn, who the fuck they robbed?
Yeah.
Whoever they robbed must have had some serious shit on them.
And the craziest thing is, some more news came out with it too. I think they were really gambling over Madden, honestly, from what the lawyer was saying.
I don't know. I haven't seen like exact. I just know they were gambling. I don't know what exactly they was gambling over, but goddamn. And it go back to what I was saying last episode, man. As a player, dude, you got to think. If you pull a pistol on somebody, and be like, run me everything. Yo, whether you done that or not, you could have got somebody else to do it. But if you in that vicinity, people know who you is, dude.
Exactly.
You a target. Like
not only that, yeah, you're a target also, but
right.
Why risk your career over them?
Like, yeah, that's fucking stupid.
You're what, 1 year in, 2 years into the league? Why risk your career over that?
I mean, 60. That's what $71,000 and shit. I mean, in total. I mean, you can make more than that in the league, though. Don't get me wrong. That's a nice lit. But what you was saying?
I said they probably make more than that in just 1 week.
Exactly, dude. It don't make sense to me, man.
You probably make more than that just attending training camp, voluntary training camp.
Exactly, man. And like I said, I didn't want to jump to conclusion because at the end of the day, it could be just like I said, they got targets on their back. Some people could just be saying shit about them to try to get some kind of money out of them. They seen it as an opportunity, and they could have just went with that. But at the same time, man, y'all gotta just. We'll get into another person that got arrested that I just don't know what the fuck they was doing. But yeah, man, that's what we got so far on the Dunbar and Baker case. I said last episode too that Dunbar was a Redskins cornerback. He got signed by Seattle this offseason. And what I've read, he had a pretty damn good season too. Last season with Washington. So again, it's just
trying to find somebody to replace him also at this point.
Oh, so suppose you think they're gonna release him?
I don't think they're gonna exactly release him.
But he's gonna be suspended.
Yeah,
so
suspended.
I get what you're saying. It's just like, man, it's some shit just not worth it. I understand you might not want nobody playing with you, but I don't know, man. It's a certain way you have to carry yourself.
Yeah,
when you have that kind of notoriety.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I wish them the best of luck. DeAndre Baker, damn sure gonna be suspended. Whether he gets his charges dropped or whatever, both of them gonna be suspended. Most likely the full season. If not, 8 to 9 games.
So 8 counts of armed robbery.
Yeah, there's no way the NFL is gonna let him, get those charges dropped and be like, oh no,
charges don't get dropped. I mean, they looking at some years, man.
Yeah, exactly. Over some bullshit.
Matter of fact, armed robbery, they might be looking at life. Let me see.
Nah, hell no.
No, look, on 8 counts. 8 counts. No, armed robbery.
When they drop, because we got like I said, another arrest we got to get into. Some of the shit they drop on you, it'd be like, we could get rid of some of that shit. It sounds, most of the time when they charge people and you read about the news, it sounds worse than what it actually is, unless it's something like serious, like it's something that's caught on camera and shit like that.
But I'm saying like armed robbery, at least 10 years though, and that's 8 counts.
But again, if he do go to jail for, he gonna spend at least, I'm saying 5 to 10 years. That's probably it. Now he not gonna get no serious time because again, like I said, the evidence ain't 100%. Like I mean, they got enough evidence to probably charge him with something, but all of that they don't. I don't think they have enough to really charge both of them with that. You know what I'm saying? With everything that they listed, so they might not spend like that much time in jail. But I mean, if they don't get the charges dropped or something like that, they gonna be sitting some time. So I hope we get more information or
some more definite information anyway.
I just hope for the best for them, I hate to see it, those guys, especially young guys like that. You just got in the league, man. You about to just throw it all away for what? Over some fucking
argument.
Yeah, over an argument or you out there gambling and shit. Like it's just not worth it, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, man, we'll try to keep everybody updated on that one, but that's all we know for right now. Again, getting into the question of what the fuck is 2020 on the same day that those two got turned themselves in because they had, four NFL players were locked up the same fucking Saturday. It's honestly a bit sad. I won't try to bring the politics in it, but me being a black man, us being a black man, you hate to see some guys this young, you hate to see shit like that. They got a chance that a lot of people don't get. But like I said, we're not gonna stick on that. Defensive end Ed Oliver was arrested. Charged with DWI and unlawful possession of a weapon. I honestly don't. I don't take. Let's see. How do I say this? I'm not gonna say I don't think that's serious. Because again, I'll put it like this: the DWI is serious. Like, but then again, that's something we've seen NFL players arrested for a lot.
Exactly.
It's just another one of those situations. Guy went out, had too much fun, happened to get pulled over.
Yeah.
Unlawful possession of a weapon. I mean, if it's in his car, I don't know what. Different states have different laws. Down here, that's not. Supposedly, it's not that serious of a case. If it's in your
weapon, not in Louisiana, no.
Huh?
Not in Louisiana, nah. It's not that big of a case.
No, you can have a weapon in your car though.
That's what I'm saying. You could.
An extension of your home.
I don't know.
So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that's that serious of a case. Again, they always throw, like I said, an extra bit of spice on this shit. I'm pretty sure that unless it's unregistered or some shit like that, which I'm assuming that must be what it is, because I don't know exactly what unlawful possession of a weapon means. So I'm unless it's unregistered, I don't see that. I can't say I don't see it as a big of a deal. Again, these guys got to move better, so you can't just sit here and absolve them of all responsibility of what happened.
Because they're NFL players, yeah.
Right, because that was anybody else, you'd be like, yo, what you was thinking, just get somebody else to drive for you or something like that. So yeah, it just that, but that one, I want to say Ed Oliver was, no, it wasn't Ed Oliver, it was another player, so I'm not even gonna waste time on that. Again, it goes back to everything I've been saying, man. Y'all have to, these players, they have to move a little better, man. I don't know what the fuck this COVID shit just got people losing their fucking minds. Like, like again, not I said Ed Oliver's situation ain't as serious as
the other ones
getting done for, and the other ones, but still, man, like, what are y'all doing? But yeah, so that's all the information I got on Ed Oliver. No sense to stick around. Anything else you want to add to the first three? Because this last one, I have a lot.
Yeah, I was going to bring that one in.
I have a lot to say, and the reason I have a lot to say about this one is because honestly, the day passed and I didn't even know about this, and this sounds like the fucking craziest one.
Yeah, Cody Latimer. Yeah,
Cody Latimer was booked on charges of, wait for it, assault in the second degree, menacing. Don't know what the fuck that is. Illegal discharge of a firearm. I'm sorry. Illegal discharge of a firearm, prohibited use of a weapon, and reckless endangerment. Okay, said
menacing he was, kind of like
in an incident that started. Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
It's menacing is threatening someone.
That's what that is?
Yeah.
I've never heard that. When I read that, I was like, what the fuck is menace?
Like menace to society, threat to society, threatening.
That mean dude was out there wilding. Like, I mean, again, we don't know. Like I said, I didn't even know this happened. And when I read it, I'm like, God damn, what the hell he was doing? Supposedly cops was called after some shots was fired, and he ended up getting arrested. They didn't say he fired the shots, but this nigga was wilding.
I mean, and again, when we go back to the Dunbar case, and Dunbar and Baker. I mean, what are y'all doing? Even though we don't have, full story, we don't know what happened. Could have been provoked. Like, come on now.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
NFL players, y'all know y'all getting looked at. Y'all in the spotlight.
Yeah, like I said, you have a target on your back, dude. Like, people see y'all as opportunities to make some kind of money or to make you look bad. People, they have haters on top of people who scheming to get money out of you on top of that,
Yes.
Like, you have to move better than that, dude. Like, you got to be smarter than that, or at least have people around you to be like, yo, you wilding. You got to chill out.
The fact that, you got the reckless endangerment. I mean, the menacing case is just going to get probably chopped down to, misdemeanor. That's going to get, lower. But I mean, so reckless endangerment, that means you were in public with this. I mean, you wasn't by yourself.
So
this was multiple people.
He also got illegal discharge of a firearm.
So you shot.
Was he in a place where he wasn't supposed to have a weapon, like a bar or something like that? Like, because if it was something where an argument broke out and he felt like he had to defend himself and shots was fired. Because what I see, nobody got hit. I didn't read about anybody getting hit or nothing like that. So I'm assuming a fight broke out because he got charged with assault.
Could have been just shot some rounds in the air. I mean,
yeah, so that's why I said, like, every time you read these off, they sound a lot worse than they are most of the time. But again, man, like, y'all, these dudes gotta you can't say just stay home. You understand? Like, I understand these people still have lives they want to live, but man, like, I don't know. I guess every time I see these types of situations, I try to put myself in their shoes, and I just know me. Like, I go out my way to try not to even end up in situations like that, and I'm not even an NFL player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you somebody like them, man, you just like, why would you want to risk something like that? Why would you want to like risk your career? Well, you got making all this money, and taking care of your family and shit like that. Like, you could get it's to like, you guys make enough money. Well, I'm not advocating for this type of shit, but you could get somebody to do it for you if it's that bad. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I wouldn't suggest do that either.
I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying,
I mean, like, why get your hands dirty, especially knowing you're in the spotlight?
Why would you? Why you in the middle of all this? You know what I'm saying? It's just, man, that's crazy. So again, that's the small amount of news that information I had on the Cody Lattimore case. I just thought that shit was crazy because I was like, yo, what was this dude doing? Like, what he had going on, but like I said, what is 2020? That's the question of this episode, because there's just a lot of wild shit going on this year, man. It's crazy. It seemed like this COVID shit got people losing their mind. Anything you want to add to any of these cases or these arrests and shit like that? It's kind of sad that all this had to happen in one day. Like I said, I know we don't like to get into like talking about politics.
Even only 4. I mean, you got Montravius Adams, defensive lineman for the Packers. What he got arrested?
What he got arrested for? This wasn't on the same day, though, right?
Got charged with 3. No, this was yesterday. Same day.
Okay, so no, all these happened on Saturday.
Well, this happened yesterday. My fault. This happened yesterday. All right, so he was charged with 3 misdemeanors: possession of less than an ounce of marijuana. He was driving without insurance and having suspended vehicle registration.
Look, I'm again not absolving him, but the marijuana, he could probably just be like, look, that wasn't mine. And honestly, I'm kind of over the NFL. Well, I can't say that's the NFL, but the thing with the weed, I mean, if it wasn't enough to us, like this nigga out here moving weight or some shit. Yeah. I'm just, how I feel about marijuana in the league. I think they should just stop tripping over that. It looks bad when the rest of that happened, but the rest of that shit, he could probably say he didn't know. I mean,
mean, the only thing he really can't say is the 3 misdemeanors. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's not. Yeah, he probably will be cool on that. But again, like I said, it's sad. It's also sad, man. On top of that, Ryan Leaf. I mean, one of the saddest stories in the NFL, was arrested for domestic battery or something against his wife.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess since we're talking about this, we don't want to just talk about a lot of these young black guys that got arrested. Ryan Leaf got arrested. What that was, as of this recording, about a couple of hours ago.
Yeah.
I don't have much to say about
15. It happened around about 9.
Yeah, I don't have too much to say about it. It just was kind of funny. I'm never gonna forget about Ryan Leaf. But I mean, why not throw that in the news of everybody else getting arrested too? I mean,
yeah.
What the hell are these guys doing, man? All I'm gonna say is this before we move on. Any player like that wouldn't hit this. But if I could have the chance to talk to any NFL player, and this comes from somebody who just, I'm at home recording this episode right now. You get an opportunity that a lot of people don't have, and you would hate to ruin that over shit that when you look back on it, you like, thought that shit wasn't even worth it. Like, I could have like I said, I'm not advocating for that, but you could have let somebody else handle it. They said, look, Matt, prime example, they had Chris Johnson about a month ago, said that he supposed to hire some people to hit some people up. I mean, I don't know that's true. But then again, I looked at it like, what if he did that? I mean, at least he didn't go out there and shoot no motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. True.
Try to keep his hands clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, I try to put myself in people's position. I'm not quick to judge. But just watching these many young guys go out there and get arrested for shit that it seemed like so unnecessary. It's like, man, come on, man. Y'all got to do better, son. Just stop. Just stop. Excuse me. Just start moving like a little smarter. You know what I'm saying? Oh, excuse me again. Shit. I'm sorry. But, just have, you're supposed to have those people around you that'll make sure you don't get yourself in those incidents, So that's all I really got to add to all that.
Yeah.
Anything else you got to say on all those?
It's just nonsense. I mean, who knows if they could have been avoided? I mean, just move more careful.
Right.
That's all I say.
Yeah. Yep. So back to crazy shit happening in 2020. The Superdome, as of next year, won't be named the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The contract is up in 2021. The first bid that we have on the Superdome is from an adult site for $15 million. When I heard this, I wasn't upset about this at all, me being a Saints fan. Adult film site, I'll say it fits New Orleans. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
I mean, it does.
And I seen it. Right. When I seen it, I was like, of course it's not going to happen. But I'm thinking it's like Brazos or some shit. The Brazos Superdome sound. The Brazos
when you told me that
sounds amazing. I love the sound of that.
And I mean, I can see it fitting too because, the yellow, it fits with the gold. Man.
Yeah, exactly. The Brazos Superdome will be perfect, man. So I just knew when I seen it, I'm like, it got to be Brazos. Like, I mean, who else would they make this? It just fits. And then, come to find out, it's a site called Strip Chat. I've never heard of Strip Chat. It's adult webcam.
I was like, what?
Right. It's the adult webcam site. Placed a $15 million bid for naming rights to the Superdome. I mean, I'm just sitting here like, the Strip Chat Superdome sound trash as fuck. Like, I ain't feeling that, man. Like can Brazos make a bid bigger? Like, cause I'm all for it. I don't think nothing wrong with that. I think that'll be perfectly fine. I mean, no, they have people that'll be like, oh, what if kids want to find out what? Well, that's the parents' job to keep their kids from finding out what Brazos. I mean, what Brazos Strip Chat is.
They were going to eventually find out at one point anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that's up to a parent's job to keep that from getting out. But yeah, I thought that was wild. I mean, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's not the first time something's like that happened. Never heard about it for the Superdome though. Yeah. And I get it, Superdome, it fits. it fits, like a adult film site, Brazil Superdome. Like, look at that. That's perfect. With the nightlife you have out here in New Orleans on Bourbon Street and shit like that, the French Quarter. Yeah. That's perfect, man. I was so upset to find out it wasn't Brazos, man.
Superdome.
Like, that's all. That's all we got from that. Obviously they're not going.
They're not going to go with it.
Yeah,
but how long were they trying to, have rights, the name rights? That we don't know either.
You talking about Strip Chat?
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope they don't. I don't want them to go with Strip Chat. Like, where's Brazos? Like, can this make Brazos? like, can this make Brazos?
You advocated for Brazos.
Yeah, like, can they make a bid? Like, I would love the Superdome. The Brazos Superdome. That sounds perfect, man.
But I think Bang, yeah, that's what we were just talking about that earlier. Bang Bros tried to do Miami Heat.
The Bang Bros Super, like, come on, man, look at that. Now Bang Bros sound a bit more out there, so I can see why that wouldn't work. But I even like the sound of that shit. But
the
Strip Chat, that's trash. You don't know what the fuck Strip Chat is. I never heard of that. Like, I don't know, man. Let's go ahead and get a move on, man. We taking up a lot of time on these news topics. Fuck. Let's move on, man. I have a lot more I can say about it. Let's just move on.
Oh, man.
Just get past a little more, like, huh?
So we said Superdome.
I told you. You get why I said it matched. That fits. Superdome.
Bro, the Superdome, bro. I like it though. I like it.
It got a ring to it, right?
Yeah, I like
it. Like, I don't see nobody in New Orleans being mad at that.
I don't.
You might have some old people like, oh, that's a like, shut the fuck up.
You can't walk down Bourbon without, strip clubs,
titties,
just party life. Yeah, You
might even see some Superdome on Bourbon.
Yeah, when you.
So,
like, think Mardi Gras, girls.
Yeah, like, come on, man. A Brazos float. Come on, man.
I don't see the problem with it, man. I don't see it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I don't want to spend too much more time on it, but I was severely upset when I seen it wasn't Brazos that made the offer, man. So maybe Strip Chat doing that. Maybe it'll make some other companies move. But I'm placing my bets on Brazos. Hopefully they, they're the one that lands this deal. Huh?
I'm saying Brazos, if y'all have to bid.
Right. Yeah. If any more companies decide, I hope the Saints do move with Brazos. So that's who I would like. So let's move on, man. A couple of signings, nothing major. Joe Flacco signed to the Jets. We all know Sam Darnold's the starter. Maybe he's there to be a mentor to Sam Darnold. But was I about to say they had Luke, but he was gone. He was at the Eagles. He's just basically a backup at this point. And who else got signed today or recently? Ty Montgomery got signed to the Saints recently. Let's have a chat about that. I'm not sticking around this because
the only other signing though, before we move to that, is Carlos Hyde to the Seahawks.
That's the other one. Carlos Hyde got signed to the Seahawks, which is another one that's like whatever. I guess the Seahawks had some decent running backs. Yeah. I think they were hurt, but I guess that's to give them depth at running back. Yeah, I don't think he's like a running back that's anything special or nothing like that. But speaking of the time Montgomery signed to the Saints, I'm not gonna stick around on it too long. I don't really care. I've seen a lot of Saints fans, and this is some of my problems I have with Saints fans. Not nothing major, but they get so excited about any move that Sean Payton makes, any that the team makes, And it's just like, what is that to be excited about? Like Ty Montgomery, he's not nothing special. You know, like the last thing I remember from Ty Montgomery is him fumbling a fucking game away on a kick return because he was mad about he was getting used in the game. I don't care. He's not. Maybe I seen people saying that Sean Payton know find ways to use people, in interesting ways, which is true. But I mean, I don't see Ty Montgomery being this super amazing addition. I mean, unless you know something, maybe I don't know. Like what he played in the division, so was it the dual threat aspect of having Ty Montgomery, or?
I mean, you just let Aaron Rodgers air it out.
That's what I'm saying. It's like we got Murray.
He really
and Kamara.
I don't want to say he wasn't like horrible. I mean, everybody remembers him for the fumble.
I don't think he's terrible either. I just was like, I don't see why everybody was so. And then again, I'm saying everybody.
I don't know why they're like.
But I seen a lot of Saints fans
about it. I mean, just excited to have him. You still got Latavius Murray and Alvin Kamara.
And I think that's perfect. I think that's a perfect duo.
And I mean, Tyson when you need them. So
exactly, that's what I was saying. Like, we don't need any more gadget players. We got Tyson, the ultimate gadget player right there.
We talked about that also. I mean, the only thing I can really see them doing is trying to turn him into a slot. Yeah, or just using him strictly for special teams.
But we know he's not going to return because we got Deontay Harris.
True, and I mean, he came into the league as a wide receiver, so I mean, he might just be.
Yeah, I mean, maybe third
Sean Payton to find a way to use him.
Yeah, that's true. So, is that all for news? We had some things to say about the Rooney Rule. Just us personally, we don't like getting into those type of topics, but I guess I could say a few things about it. It kind of, how do I say this without pissing somebody off? All right, I'm gonna just say it. I mean, fuck it. It doesn't make sense. I mean, what is it's not changing anything. The Rooney Rule is already there. And I mean, I'm grateful for the Rooney Rule. I do think, minority head coaches should get a chance to get interviewed. I don't see what making people interview more than one is going to do to help the situation, because they still don't have to hire them. Even if they do hire somebody just because they're a minority, that doesn't always necessarily mean that they're the right person for the job. And even when they had something saying they was trying to pass or doing a vote about minority head coaches having boosted third round picks, look, I understand having diversity in things. I understand. Look, I 100% understand. Me personally, as where I stand in life, that's not that important to me. I look at I don't think anybody's equal to. Let me see, because I'm about to say something wrong. When it comes to competitive sports and things like that, you go with the best person for the job.
Yeah.
Whether that's a minority or anything like that, you go with who's best for your job. We always be like, well, and people argue like, well, look, this coach got a job. Obviously, they not cut out for that. Well, we can't necessarily say that because there's reasons for some of them to hit some of those jobs. I think the only coach I can honestly say that got hired, and I was just like, why, was Adam Gase. Like, because I didn't see the Jets seeing him in that division for that long, and they still hired him. He did shit. He didn't do nothing in the division with y'all. Y'all got to watch him twice a season, and y'all still decide to hire him? What sense did that make? That's the only time where I was like, okay, that don't make a lot of sense. Even going back to days, because I think the Rooney Rule thing started to come back into play when the Raiders hired John Gruden out of nowhere, because Jack Del Rio wasn't doing a terrible job there. And they was like, they might have violated the Rooney Rule. So I can see why it's starting to get some
traction back.
Some traction back, right?
Yeah.
But again, I know why Oakland at the time, they trying to keep fans. Those people out there love Gruden, and they moving to Vegas. Gruden's a name.
True.
You want people to come to those games while you're in Vegas. So I do understand the business side of hiring John Gruden for like a long ass contract like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
But
that contract.
Yeah, we ain't even gonna get into that bullshit. That was, but what I'm saying is, I don't think in competitive, when something competitive, you don't.
I mean, but when we did talk about this, you did have a good point about forced, about forcing it to happen.
Diversity is not diversity. And that's why I said that was the part of the conversation I didn't want to get into. But that's true though. Me personally, I feel like forcing somebody to be diverse is not them truly being diverse. Like, I mean, and that's, like I said, that could be proven. Like, you can't force somebody to do something and think that it's true. Like, you can't force them to have diversity and think that that's true diversity, because the second they get a chance to get rid of you, you out of this.
It's gonna happen,
and then it's gonna be more questions.
I just feel like it's
opening up more issues down the line if they do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's my piece about it. Like I said, I don't want to get too deep into it, but what's your take on it, man?
I mean, the only real difference they made was really adding. You gotta when you interviewing for your coordinator jobs, you gotta interview a minority too.
Okay.
But I mean, we had the same, stance on it. Yeah. Forced diversity isn't diversity.
Right.
It just don't work. I mean.
Right. So
like we said before, you interviewing them, getting their hopes up,
and you still don't hire
a quota. You're just meeting a quota.
Right. You just
doing this because you want to. You just doing it because you have to.
Like, you just getting people hopes up. Like, you interviewing multiple minority head coaches, and I'm not sitting here saying I don't want to see more minority head coaches, because they have some damn good ones in the league. I think look at Tomlin. I think Anthony Lynn's a damn good coach. Mm-hmm. The Dolphins hasn't done anything yet. I think Brian Flores, I tell you, I'm a huge fan of Brian Flores. I think he's going to be a damn good coach. But
I mean, they don't get as many chances. I mean, like newer ones, yeah. I mean,
I don't think that just because they're black coaches. I mean, I just think that because I think they're good coaches. I mean, and it's nice that it is, the few black coaches in the league are that good. Yeah. I mean, like I said,
it's show that nice. If they were to interview more, they might be able to find them. I mean, I see where people are coming from.
Right. I understand both sides. I just don't think the NFL forcing
owners and GMs gonna hire who they want to hire anyway.
Exactly, and that's why I say I think the problem will come into them trying to force it. Yeah. Because
what they're gonna do next? You gotta require them to have a minority head coach. I mean, a minority coach on the on the staff.
Right, and then like trying to give a team an incentive for having a minority head coach is unfair, man. Look at Mike Tomlin. That dude won a Super Bowl. He's been to multiple Super Bowl.
Team's not bad.
He didn't need an incentive. He didn't need an incentive for doing his job.
Exactly.
Anthony Lynn, first or second season, took the charge to the playoffs. He didn't need an incentive to do that.
So I'm saying, like, all right.
Look at Anthony Lynn, rookie season. I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off.
Oh, you good?
But look,
I'm listening.
He probably the main reason the fucking Patriots didn't get home field advantage through the playoffs. He didn't need an incentive to do that. If anything, he was at a huge disadvantage. That team was sucked.
True.
But he coached his team up. Like, those guys played for him. They didn't need an incentive for that. I feel like when you try to force something like that and then add an incentive on top of it, that undercuts the whole point of hiring a coach that's there to prove themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
So that's just my take on that.
Because I mean, at that point, it's like, all right, even if he's not coaching as well, we still keep him for an extra season because we get this boosted third round pick.
That too.
It's like, all right.
And if you do have, and then you like, oh well, we can use those picks to trade them shits for somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Or to trade up, and I feel like that.
Are y'all going to say these picks are non-tradable?
Right, but they didn't specify at the time, and if they did, I didn't see anything about it.
I mean, like, I'm just throwing out things like, are y'all gonna make these picks non-tradable? Because I mean, then there's teams like the Patriots, who Bill Belichick is known for getting a lot out of nothing.
Yeah, they strive on shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
So, I mean,
so it's like, I feel like that's just opening up a whole nother can of worms that the NFL they don't really want to deal with, man. So that's my piece about it, man. We had, like I said, we had a lot of fucking news. I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and go. We're gonna take a break right quick, and after this, we're gonna try to get through the most anticipated topic since we started this show that we've been wanting to get into, man.
Sir.
All right. All right, man. Now let's get to the main topic. It's part 2 of our way too early predictions. We talking about the NFC today, and I already feel like this the one where me and you gonna butt heads a lot. I already see it, man. I've been waiting since we decided to go ahead and put this shit out to start our pod. I said this is gonna be the episode right here. Anytime talking about the NFC is gonna be the time with me and you butt heads. So I'm gonna let you have the floor. Exactly. We're gonna start with the NFC North. What's your predictions about the NFC North? You know, let's hear it.
Have the Vikings winning the division, bro.
Okay.
I got the Vikings taking that division 11-5.
Okay.
You know, we always talk about the Vikings. You know, they really kind of overlooked until the playoffs for some reason.
Yeah, well, it's because they have so many other. The NFC is so stacked. Like they have so many other teams on top of not just talking about the NFC, the AFC too, where so many teams just doing so good. It's like the Vikings been quietly
good, you know,
right?
Consistent. I mean, like this is not just they have one good year then a bad year. Like they're like
right.
If like, they don't make the playoffs, even if they don't make the playoffs, it's like they were right there.
Yeah, they're not no pushover.
Game.
Even Kirk Cousins' first season, they still was decent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they didn't go under 500. Like they were right there. Like they was a win away from making a wild card. Like,
yeah, they had that tie. I think that might have ruined it for them.
Exactly. So I mean, like it's never like just the Vikings. They might make it this year. They might not. Like they really a team to really look at. So I mean,
I still think that roster is too good. I think they got
and that team well rounded. The team is well rounded, bro.
And I think they coach pretty good too. I like Mike Zimmer. Zimmer.
Zimmerman.
Nah, it ain't Zimmerman though. That's the wrong motherfucker.
Zimmer? Nah, not George. I said Mike.
Nah, he's Zimmer though.
Oh, Mike Zimmer. Oh.
Yeah.
My fault.
Nah, you good, man. I'm shocked you picked the Vikes, man. That's my pick for the winning division. But I think the interesting part don't come where you got everybody else.
Yeah, because this is where you get the mix up. So
okay.
I got the Detroit Lions going, number 2.
Oh, okay.
I got it. Only because I'm gonna retract that.
If you feel like they could come second.
No, I'm gonna retract that. Because I just looked at I'm looking at what I got together.
Okay.
I got the Packers going 10-6.
Okay.
Got the Packers going 10-6. First off, they gonna lose. They gonna start off bad because 4 of their first 6 games on the road, my boy.
Who? Detroit.
Packers.
Okay.
Packers. I'm just going down. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Mm-hmm.
They got one against Tom Brady. They got Drew Brees beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
I can really see them dropping both of those games.
Oh, okay. In the dome. Me too.
So they opening against the Vikings, which I see them losing to.
I see that game being that's the other interesting thing about this division. That game going to tell me a lot, even though you can't really go off week 1 most of the time. Because I got a lot of faith in the Vikings this season. I know me being a Saints fan, that sounds shocking to people. But I do respect the Vikings. I always have. I'm not going to say always have. They had their season where they were just trash. But, like in the past couple of seasons, I respect the Vikings. It's something about when Kirk Cousins plays against other quarterbacks that's like elite quarterbacks outside of the playoff game against the Saints. It's probably his best game, I think, against like a other quarterback that's like probably a future Hall of Famer or something like that. That's probably the best I've seen him play. He didn't have to do too much, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he plays scared against those type of quarterbacks. So, like this year, I feel like after that win against the Saints, I think that's something they could build off of. Even though, yeah, they wouldn't got stomped the fuck out by San Francisco.
Just kind of the monkey off his back.
Yeah, right. He got. I think if they could build that from that, confidence from there, I could see the Vikings being dangerous, man. The Packers, I also have them at number 2. I'm sorry, I cut you off about something.
But you good, bro.
So far, we got the same thing. But what you were saying about that?
I mean, I feel like they're gonna start off pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Then that run game that popped up out of nowhere last year.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones. I feel like he go do his thing.
Yeah, Jamal Adams. That's Jamal Adams? Jesus Christ, what that dude name is?
With Devontae Adams.
Oh,
Devontae Adams.
Not Devontae Adams. The other running back they got.
Jamal Williams.
So many fucking Jamal. Jamal Williams. He not a bad second option too.
I mean, that's true. I mean, so we talking about.
Oh yeah, Aaron Jones carried me to the promised land in our fantasy league last season. Him and McCaffrey.
Pretty upset about that. I mean,
but yeah, I agree. I'll say this about the Packers. You know how I feel about their season last year. I feel like
that was a fluke.
I feel like it was a fluke. I feel like their schedule was just weak enough for them to win those amount of games that they won. And I'm not going 100%.
They got pretty lucky.
I'm not going to just say that was the case in every game. That's still Aaron Rodgers. I respect them. And they do still have those Smith brothers. That's a good pass rush. I don't think that team is that well-rounded to where this season they're going to be able to get as lucky as they got last season. That team had some huge flaws last season that people was overlooking because of their record. They didn't really address any of them. So I mean, teams gonna come into this season looking like, I mean, they're not much different than they was last season. And you saw them when they went against like some steep competition.
Yeah,
they kind of look like
49ers.
Shit. 49ers
stomped them.
Both times. I was expecting when the Packers got to have the rematch against the 49ers in the playoffs, I'm like, okay, well, the Packers should win this. If they really as good as, people think they are. But no, man, they look terrible. They look the same. The same shit happened. So I honestly see, I don't know if I think the Packers going to do that well this season. I have them come in second because, like I said, that's still Aaron Rodgers, and I respect Aaron Rodgers. But I wouldn't be surprised if they
fall to third.
They drop a dud this season and fall to third. You know what I'm saying?
I can't see them going fourth though. I cannot see that. I cannot see them falling fourth.
Nah, I don't see that. I think, and I mean I think it's a long shot for them to fall to third because my thing is,
in the end, it still is Aaron Rodgers. You got Devontae Adams,
right?
I mean, the offense wasn't really the problem.
Yeah, it kind of was.
It was just it was just the team overall, just how it's built. Like he doesn't have that good of an O-line,
right?
I mean, defense.
That secondary is still not that good.
That's what I'm saying. Defense. We're talking about that front seven. They decent.
The whole front seven not even that good. They just got a good enough defensive line to where it can make a difference. But again, certain teams. Oh, what'd you say?
Play teams like the Chiefs or the Ravens or something,
or like the Saints or the Cowboys and shit with good offensive lines. Like that shit might not really work out. Or the Steelers, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When they offensive line healthy, like teams like that.
Or the Vikings, you got Dalvin Cook, you got Adam Thielen. I mean,
yeah, I don't see it, man. So I think that's
too surprised if
yeah, right. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't win, if they don't make 10 games. I got them winning.
I can't see them falling too far back. I can see them going 9-7 at worst.
Right. That's the least I give them is 9-7. Because it's not just about them. It's against the whole conference of the NFC. Like the NFC, if you look at the AFC, and this is why I want to do this one second. The competition is a lot more than the AFC have. Like you look at the talent drop offs or the skill gap between the teams in the AFC seems a lot more drastic than in the NFC. Like some of the bad NFC teams on their good days, they're a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not really like that for AFC teams that's bad. You know, so on top of the division, you know, going with the Vikings, and like I said, maybe I'm putting too much stock into the Vikings this season. I just think that their roster has been too good so far, and I feel like, you know, after looking at, you know, the performance they put on last season and winning that game down in New Orleans, I could see them that building something on that team, and the Vikings being better than they was, and I just don't think the Packers going to be enough. They didn't address anything in the offseason, so I mean, I don't see how that's helping your team. You know,
true.
So
I can go ahead and move on to my third one. You know, I got Detroit going, you know, third in the division. I got them going 8-8.
Okay.
Another thing with them, I can see them going 6-10. I mean, you know, it works. I can see them going 6-10.
Now
they got what, 4 home games? I mean, 4 road games in their first 6 games.
Mm-hmm.
And what really doesn't help us at all is we got our bye week within the first 6 games thrown into that, you know. So we come off bye week back on the road. So that hurt us a lot, you know. Then, I mean, the only thing they really helped us with scheduling, really, they didn't give us Green Bay week 17.
Right.
You know. But I mean,
so let me ask you this. You know how I feel about the Lions. I don't hate the Lions. I feel like they've been not to piss you off or you know, to hate on your team. I feel like they've been run badly over the past.
Managed?
They've been mismanaged a lot. You know, I feel like a reason the Lions have had talent to where they could make some kind of noise. You know, since Stafford's been there.
I mean, we've had, you know, playoff contender teams that
they just squandered. They just waste the talent, you know. I told you after Jim Caldwell left. Not to say I think Jim Caldwell was a great coach or nothing like that, or you know, he was a coach that has been to the Super Bowl. You know, he's coached a team up before. I know people say Peyton Manning carried teams, which he does, but some of the holes that team had kind of showed when they played the Saints in the Super Bowl, right? Like, again, that's a lot of people have to think back to that, but it's a reason why they were up 17, and you know, it looked like the Saints didn't stand a chance. You know, barring that onside kick was pretty fucking, you know, that changed shit.
Yeah.
But it's the reason the Saints won 31-17 against Peyton Manning. You expect Peyton Manning to be able to go out there
and hold that lead, you know.
Right. Caldwell had that team 14-0. Like I said again, I understand Peyton Manning was there. He was balling out of control that season. It's a team sport.
Stafford had some seasons under Jim Caldwell.
And again, I think that was some of the Lions' best season was under Caldwell. I understand you feel like, man, look, he's not getting us over the hump, but I mean, that was the only time they went to the playoffs, wasn't it?
I mean, true. I think he took them there, twice, 3 times, something like that. That was the only time they went to the playoffs, though. I mean, you have a point.
Right.
Matt Patricia, you know, I had high hopes for him, you know.
And I told you when he first got there, I just didn't see him being that guy.
I think it's so sad to say because I'm tired of seeing, you know, Matthew Stafford have to switch coordinators, you know.
Oh yeah, me too.
I think different teams. I mean, you know, you're putting him in a bad situation because, you know, he has the talent.
Right.
He's not the problem. It's just, you know,
mismanagement, bad coaching. Like you have, like it makes no sense for you to have Megatron, you don't get them a defense. Or when you have a defense, you have no offensive line. Well, yeah, right. You know, like you get all these. What the Lions do is they get these good. They do like the Cavaliers do.
Then you get your running back. You lose some of your offensive line pieces, and Matthew Stafford gets hurt while you keep your wide receivers. Then when Matthew Stafford plays through injuries, you trade away his best wide receiver, Golden Tate, mid-season.
It's like the Lions seem like they constantly trying to go into a rebuild stage.
I mean, I feel like
with
they give
all
up
that talent they have, it's just wasted.
They give up. I mean,
and that's been Stafford's whole career. You have a quarterback. I feel like if Stafford played for another team, man, he could have.
I mean, I feel like everybody knows how much I love Matthew Stafford.
All right. Don't get me wrong. I love Matthew Stafford too. I respect Stafford because
Matthew Stafford.
Some quarterbacks would be like, "Nah, I'm done with this shit," and be like, "Nah, let me go somewhere else."
He sticks around, and he's loyal to them, He say he wants to in Detroit. I mean,
right, but
of course, any quarterback would say that while they're under contract. But I mean, when he says like, you can really see he like really means it. I mean,
right, he go out there and put his body on the line. The dude that played through some crazy ass injuries. My thing is, man, it come to a point where a dude got to be like, "Well, look, man,
y'all not doing anything.
Shining light of this team, and y'all not doing shit.
Exactly, y'all not doing anything to get me to that next step. And it comes back on me. People look at me bad, like I'm the problem.
Right.
So I mean,
because there's a lot of people that just think, man, Stafford.
I'm not saying just go in and go to the Ford family and just be like, oh yeah, I just want to trade. Like no, but I mean, have a sit down with him or something. I mean,
once his contract up, just be like, nah, man. I know he got to go and negotiate. And they can tag him.
Yeah,
but shit could happen.
That tag is gonna be outrageous because
who else they gonna tag?
They might not even have the money to tag Stafford.
Who else they paying? That's what I'm saying. Like who else they paying to not be able to tag
Trey Flowers. I mean, they got some big contracts, bro.
But again, if Trey Flowers under a contract, they can tag Stafford if he don't want to play that no more, or if he like they come to no agreement on the contract.
But that's just one year. I mean, then you got him for 1 year. Then what? He's pissed because you didn't let him go.
That's what I'm saying, dude. And I look
at Stafford's career like twice.
I look at Stafford's career like, man, people say what they want about the Lions. I think Stafford is a pretty damn good quarterback. He's just in a shitty situation, man. And I think y'all had enough pieces on that team.
And the year
before y'all got rid of Slay.
The 7 comebacks?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Y'all couldn't make something work that year?
I just think that team has been very badly mismanaged, man. And now, y'all have a offense that could probably go toe to toe with almost anybody.
Exactly.
But now y'all don't have a defense, and it's even worse. Now y'all lost Slay. Like I know y'all
kind of work on the front 7, but I mean,
you don't know how that's going to
play. Still need safeties.
That secondary, you don't know how that's going to go. That rookie, like how much pressure you trying to put on him? You don't know how good he's going to end up being. Or you don't know if it's going to work out in his first season.
Justin Coleman, and we signed Trufant from the Falcons.
Right, so y'all might make some improvement. I just don't see. Like I said, because I'm not a fan of the Lions, but I do kind of, I guess from you being a fan of them, I do pay more attention to them, and I've grown to kind of like the Lions over the years, especially some of the players there, because I'm like, the Lions have a history of their greats retiring early. Yeah. And Stafford just been sticking around, and I mean, how much more could that dude take? Like shit. I mean, after getting
injuries, how many more injuries till it's that injury?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like they just wasted that dude's talent. They wasted a lot of talent. We stuck on this a lot. Like I knew we'll stick on this a lot longer than the ALC. But that wasn't even my main thing with the Lions. The reason I had them at third because basically what I've been saying. I don't see Matt Patricia getting y'all too many wins. I honestly think the Lions are gonna win about 6 to 7 games. Honestly, and y'all have the talent, and it kind of upsets me to say that because I don't want you to think I'm shitting on your team or nothing like that. Because I think the Lions got the potential. Yeah, I think the Lions got the potential to be a very dangerous team like that. When that offense firing on all cylinders, they unstoppable, dude. Then y'all added Swift. Y'all got a running back that could potentially, help out Stafford. That offense could be fucking lethal. You know what I'm saying? But what does it matter? Y'all don't have no defense. Like that kind of killed the Lions last season. They get in these leads against teams, and then the teams just come back. Like that's how the tie happened. That should have never happened. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's not just defense; that's coaching too. I just don't. I don't think
Patricia. What really makes it worse is you're a defensive coach. So why can't you build a defense?
Thank you. And that's just my reason. Like I said, hopefully
I don't want to stay on it too much longer. I mean, I know. I mean, hopefully they prove us wrong. Hopefully they prove me wrong. I mean, not us, but me.
Yeah, because I can understand, man. Like I said, you put yourself through a lot being a Lion. I don't know how. I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know how the hell you do it, dog. I would give up. I get over the Saints for stupid shit, and they've been going to the playoffs consistently.
You've heard me. Vouch to stop being a fan after the season, but I just can't, bro. Can't do it for Stafford, bro. Stafford needs those ride or dies. If Stafford had those ride or dies, I feel like Stafford would have been, done.
I know what you mean. Cause we're gonna get into my team too. Cause I've said something similar to that when we get over to that division about my team. But we both got the Bears in fourth place, obviously, because honestly, we don't respect the Bears. They got a good defense, but as long as they don't know what they're gonna do,
we don't respect the Bears. We don't.
I don't. I mean, y'all got a good defense, but
offense.
Fuck, y'all can't score a point. Don't give a fuck. Are you okay?
Yeah, y'all can keep me from scoring, but when I do score, what can you do?
We score fucking 17 points. We got you. Fuck, unless your offense.
You have to score 17. We might can just score 10 and just hold you to a touchdown because you might not make the field goal.
Fuck, who knows? Exactly. You ain't got a kicker. Like I mean. Like I said, I might be generalizing, but I mean, look, the Bears until the
only thing they really made the difference was with Nick Foles. I mean,
and then again, we don't know what the hell he gonna do.
Nick Foles might do. He might not even start if he's even all the way healthy. Come start the season.
Or Matt Nagy making stupid ass coaching decisions like he did last season. It's like I don't know. I don't know. I have to see. Like I said, look, if any Bears fan hear this, look, I'm sorry. I mean, whatever, saying, but I mean, I just don't take the Bears seriously.
So. We're not the only ones who feel that way about the team.
I've heard Bears fans say this. Yeah. I mean, what do you want me to say? I mean, until they show me otherwise, I cannot take.
And I know the first thing a Bears fan is gonna say is, you a Detroit fan. I mean.
Or they're gonna bring up that defense. Y'all had that same fucking defense last year. What that got you?
Last 2 seasons.
Nothing.
To be honest, though.
Nothing. You had a fucking doink in the playoffs, and you didn't even make the playoffs this season.
Exactly.
Trubisky out there looking like fucking trash.
I mean, you're expecting a DN. I mean, an outside linebacker. Because you expecting him to carry all the whole way.
Like I said, don't get me wrong. That ain't a bad sign.
Defenses do bring championships. I mean, that's true. But those teams have offense too.
Y'all in the NFC. That defense ain't about to get you far if that offense don't do shit.
Exactly.
Like, I'm sorry. That's
I mean, if y'all can look up and get that, and y'all play, and that's still no.
Trey, the Bears not gonna go past the first.
I'm just saying. I'm saying if y'all look up and get there and play, the Chiefs or something, they gonna eat that defense up.
We just watched one of the best defenses in the league.
I know that's what I'm saying.
Look at that defense
because you can't score. Like, how long can you, expect to hold a team when you have no offense?
My point exactly.
You continuously put your defense on the field.
My point exactly. I don't know. And like I said, I mean, it might be disrespectful me putting the Bears with that amount of talent they got at fourth, but I just don't know what to think about that team. So I'm sorry. I'm not putting that kind of faith in them no more. I thought they would be bounced back after the doink from Cody Parkey, and they just look worse. So I'm cool. So, like, until they show me otherwise, they coming in dead last. I could care less, whatever. So
move on to the NFC South.
Let's move on to the NFC South. This is another. Oh man, I don't know why I'm talking to the wrong person about this.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and talk this one.
All right. Okay.
You go ahead and handle
so. Of course.
And by the way, before you say anything, I do have y'all going 12-4. Before you say anything.
About the same thing I got us going. I got the Saints coming first. 12-4, 13-3. I don't see too much of a drop off this season. If not, I think we get a little better this season with some of the pieces we added. I actually don't have too much to say. I mean, we got a second corner. Eli Apples got out of here. So maybe we have some better cornerback play. I'm not even gonna say maybe. I'm pretty sure we will. Janoris Jenkins is a step up from Eli Apple. It hurts, man. I don't think it's gonna be a big factor. I don't see people talking about it. I think it's gonna hurt us in a sense that we lost Von Bell.
Yeah.
But I really like that Gardner Johnson kid. I don't know if they're gonna move him back to safety or move him in the slot. But we also got Malcolm Jenkins signed. So I mean, the Saints they pretty much kept the dominance. They kept the roster they had for the past couple seasons. So they should be fine, man.
I did put an asterisk by y'all and Tampa because I can have this being flipped either way. I can have them. They can either go 12-4, 11-5, and y'all gotta have either going 12-4, 11-5.
I got the Bucks coming second. I got the Bucks going 10-6. Nothing higher, nothing lower, and that's pushing it. Like I said nothing lower because I do think the Bucks will win 10 games. Now, does that get them in the playoffs? I don't know. But I do think the Bucks have enough. Like I know I talked my shit about the Brady signing. I think the Bucks get 10 games, with Bruce Arians and Tom Brady.
This counts for me, and I mean, the NFC South plays the NFC North this season. I put this down in my notes too. Brady record against the NFC North 17-3.
You know what people tend to be forgetting of every time they bring up Brady?
I mean,
how did Brady look
defense?
Last season? Be honest, how did Brady look last season?
I really didn't pay attention to the Patriots like that. I mean, you had the Chiefs, the Ravens, Titans.
I'm not gonna say he was completely washed, but he just looked old. Like I don't see how. I could see him not making the mistakes Jameis made, and that could help the team out. I don't see the Bucks making like I said they got somebody that's not gonna turn the ball over as much.
I mean, you still got to think too. I think the AFC, North. Well, no, AFC East.
Yeah, he was in a weaker
NFC North anyway last year.
And the AFC was weaker than the NFC.
But I mean, he still kept that 17-3 record, intact, even though he from your
the Patriots rolled off that defense last season. Bad. Now, we all know that the Patriots rolled off that defense last season.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
Like Brady did not look his best last season, and I'm not a Brady hater. I just kind of started feeling the way when everybody's like, "Oh, the Bucks got this division." Well, hold on. The Saints still the better team.
You could be upset with me too.
Like that's on paper. Like you could go and look at the rosters. The Saints still the better team. Now maybe Brady and them pull up some shit out their ass like they used to do in New England. But if you go to look at the paper, look at the rosters and shit, the Saints ain't make too many. I mean they haven't done nothing to hurt the team. If anything, we got better. I mean, Tampa still don't have that great of a defense, And the Saints been able to hold that offense fairly well. You still don't have a running back though. Like, okay, I don't see them making that much noise. Honestly, I mean, maybe a first round bounce. I mean, maybe that. That's after me thinking about it because when they first signed Brady and got Gronk and all that bullshit, and the hype was there. I was like, you remember I would tell you, I'm like, all right, I'm legit worried about Tampa. But then I started thinking about it. I'm like, I mean, they ain't made no drastic ass changes. Like that team's still not. I don't think that team roster still stacked enough to or suited enough to go out here and make like that much noise. Like again, this ain't the AFC. Like you got some competition over here. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas gonna be on your ass. They drafted an offensive lineman that looked like he gonna be nice. But some of these defensive linemen you got to play over here, so they gonna be on your ass, dude. In the secondaries and shit. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I still think the Saints, still on paper, still the best team in that division.
I mean, like I said, I got it going either way. I'll let you go ahead and handle your third and your fourth, so I can kind of shock you a little bit.
I'm gonna give you my third, and this might shock you a little bit because I was about to get to. I wouldn't even be shocked if the Falcons come ahead of the Bucks.
Why you? Hey, I got the Falcons coming third.
Me too. But it's not because if obviously we got the Panthers fourth. Honestly, I don't think that because of lack of talent on any of these teams. This whole shit could jumble around any kind of way, except minus the Panthers. I do think the Panthers need another year. But if they go out there and win 10, 11 games, I wouldn't be fucking shocked. You know, I just think the NFC just a little too tough for them right now. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks come behind the Falcons. If look, you know, I hate I hate the Falcons. But to be sitting here like that offense still something serious if they don't come out there and play like shit.
True.
You know, another defensive coach. We can get that defense together. The Falcons ain't no pushovers either, man.
I got the Falcons going 9-7, bro. No lie.
I got the Saints going. Well, let's see. If I put it like this, I got the Saints going 13-3. The Bucks 10-6. The Falcons 9-7 and the Panthers 7-9. Or 8.
I got the Panthers going 6-10.
I think they're gonna win 7. That's me personally. I mean, that's not that big of a difference, but like I said, I don't think in it. I look at all these teams,
and I feel like it can be so much different too.
It could, and that's why it could turn out being so much different. I do think, and it could just be me being biased. I do think the Saints gonna be number one, regardless of how this shit jumble up. But I mean, this division tough. Like people always be like the Saints didn't play in the East division. I just be like, nigga, well, like this division ain't been no pushovers, man. Like I know the last couple of seasons they've been. What up?
All right, so kind of a what if. Don't take this serious, anybody. But all right, so the Jets couldn't work out a contract with Jamal Adams. They're kind of frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
If the Bucks make a move for Jamal Adams, then what?
I mean, what about it?
For that secondary, it helps secondary out a lot. Man.
If it wasn't Drew Brees, I would be worried. I don't think that matters to Brees. Honestly, that's just me personally. Like, you know, like Brees ain't scared to throw that shit on nobody. You know, and the way the offense ran, I don't think we'll have too much Jamal Adams to really worry about. Honestly, like Sean Payton will scheme away from Jamal Adams if he need to. You know what I'm saying? But that would be a big help for the Bucks. You know, like look at Minkah Fitzpatrick, the change he made in Pittsburgh.
Not my fault.
So he could make some. Well, no, when they traded him when they got him from Miami, yeah. Like, so I'm not saying Jamal Adams would make a difference because he can. I mean, look at Shaq Barrett for the Bucks last season. That defense was non-existent, but he was on quarterback's ass. So if Shaq Barrett play like that and they get Jamal Adams back, I mean, maybe, but Shaq Barrett wasn't effective against the Saints. And the Saints offense, a lot of times, is too much for some defenses. I mean, you got to think they still have to play us twice a season. Even if they do get us once, they're not going to get us both times. I don't see that happening. Like, I already got us split with the Bucks. So, I mean, that would be a damn good trade if they could pull that off. I don't see them doing it, though. Because I read earlier the Jets don't plan on trading Adams. But, I mean, we've seen that before.
No, I mean, they did say to the Cowboys that they were looking for a first and a third for him.
Please don't send this nigga to the Cowboys. I don't want that.
But the Cowboys don't have the money unless Dak works out that contract. They only got 5.6 right now.
We forgot to bring that shit up in the news, but I guess we can get to it once we get to the East. But yeah, any other thing you got to say about the South? Let me see. What you got to say?
What you got going? You know, so far, we looking like the same. We're looking like we
Saints, Bucks, Falcons, and Panthers.
Yeah, but I got that top two. Could go either way.
Let's sit on that for a second. That's loud. You get that? Oh, well, I'm sorry. But listen on that. Do you really think the Bucks, just with the Brady signing and Gronk being you really how honestly, how much better do you think the Bucks are gonna be?
I mean, you got first off, the sitting at home all this time, forced sitting at home, since the quarantine. I feel like they've been looking over the playbook already.
Mm-hmm.
So Brady getting a good look.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure he's already talked to the offense. Positive he's already done that. Remember, the first thing they said he did when he signed was get everybody on offense's phone number from management.
Right.
So he can get contact. So I'm pretty sure he's been doing that.
Mm.
So, I mean, you got somebody, he come in with great work ethic, winning mentality. So, yeah, man, I feel like they'll be extremely better.
Yeah, that's why I don't think they're gonna be like trash, because it's a winner at quarterback. Like I said, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be terrible. I just honestly
you really didn't
see
expect too much from Jameis because he never won like big.
Well, in
you
college,
expect that,
yeah, true.
That's what I'm saying. Like NFL wise,
right.
You expect that from that's basically expectation for Brady,
right?
That's the least we want from you is playoffs anyway.
Yeah, and that's my thing. I'm not gonna keep. I got the Bucks making.
Oh, I don't think they're
gonna miss it. But what I'm saying is, like, my thing is, I'm sorry, I'm gonna let you finish your point.
I said, but not only playoffs, we need you to win in the playoffs. You got the most rings in Super Bowl history for a quarterback.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, do you realistically see the Bucks going to the Super Bowl?
I mean, shoot, cards fall right, yeah.
But you
still have the 49ers out there? You still have the 49ers out there?
You still got a lot of other teams out there that I don't know.
Vikings.
You got the Vikings, the Seahawks. The Cowboys, the Eagles. I mean, shit. And they got a lot of shit to do in their own division. Like I said, the Bucks and Falcons, son, the Bucks have not been a favorable matchup against the Falcons.
It's just gonna be beautiful this year. I'm ready to see the NFC.
Oh yeah, the NFC gonna be so entertaining, man. It's like it usually is anyway. But you got Breeze
competition. You got
Breeze,
all the
Rodgers,
quarterbacks, bro.
Wilson,
Brady. We already had the advantage on quarterbacks anyway.
Shit, like they got so many quarterbacks in NFC this season. This shit about to be.
How many people got cheated out of Pro Bowls? Well, not really cheated out. Left out of the Pro Bowls because it's abundance on the NFC.
Man, this shit gonna be.
This shit gonna getting kicked out of the Pro Bowl. They putting time now. You know they doing it.
Not really, they ain't put him in last season.
No, they gonna do it. He looked any good this season.
That's been my whole point that I've been trying to make the Bucks.
I know what you're saying though.
Tom Brady did not look that good last season.
But towards the end of last season, how good did Drew Brees look?
Drew Brees still looked pretty good towards the end of last season. It wasn't until we got into the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
He looked like
end of last season. I'm counting playoffs into that. I'm saying like.
Well, no, I'm saying that's the only game he really looked bad.
So he
didn't look bad in the other. He just looked really bad now.
Even though they get secondary, oh my god. We're gonna come back to that. Let's go ahead and get to the East. We stuck on. We'll see North.
All right, let's get to the East.
We'll see North for a long time and the South.
Well, we knew that was gonna happen. That's
that's how teams involved. So I already know.
In mind, so we knew that was gonna take a while. So I guess the rest of these, we probably try to go ahead and cruise to
Falcons this. Fans, we're giving y'all 9-7, 8-8.
Well, Falcons fans, I'm not giving them shit. I could care less about.
So Falcons fans,
I'm not arguing with no fucking Falcons. To be honest, now that I think about it, I think the Falcons could some kind of way jump up to second. Brady, they daddy, son. I mean, never mind. They stand in fucking third. They lucky if I leave them there. Now, I just remember that. I'm glad you brought that up. Fuck the Falcons. They sticking right there at third. Brady spanked they fucking ass already. They gonna see that. They gonna see him both times this season and just remember that 28-3. And I hope Brady hang.
They got sparked. I think I ignited something.
Wouldn't it be so nice if the Bucks played the Falcons this season and the Falcons up big and the Bucks come back and whoop their fucking ass? I would just think that would be fucking beautiful.
I'm gonna need all the Falcons fans.
I'm not arguing.
Just hand it over. I'm gonna need them to just hand it over. If that happens this season,
you know what's crazy? I hate to talk shit about them because I honestly like some of the players on the Falcons. I like Matt Ryan. I like Julio and Ridley.
Matt Ryan, we love Julio. That's probably the only person I really like off the team. Matt Ryan, Julio, Ridley, nice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Man,
they front seven nice.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Their front seven. No, you know what? They lost a lot of they linemen.
Yeah, it's not. That's why they sticking right there at third. They lucky I don't put their ass at fucking fourth because I respect that offense. Like, kiss my ass, Falcons. I could care less. Let's move to the East. I can't believe you start talking about the fucking Falcons. Fuck the Falcons again. Just for clarification.
All right, so
I can't stand the fucking Falcons.
You want to go ahead and run the East, or
Yeah, why I made that noise? Yeah, let's go ahead and get into the East, man. This I don't see us spending too much time on this, man. Who you got number one? I'm pretty sure we probably got the same shit.
Cowboys. Eagles. I got the Eagles.
Oh, you got the Eagles.
But now look. This is the weird thing about my list. You heard me with the East. I got the Eagles and the Cowboys finishing with the same record. I got both of them finishing 10-6.
Interesting. That's a division for some shit like that to happen. I mean,
exactly. That's what made it even better. The only games I can really see the Eagles losing, barring injury, 49ers, Ravens. Saints.
We play the Eagles this season? Yeah, they're going to show you I ain't pay attention to our schedule.
Yeah, but y'all put them in December. The Seahawks and Green Bay, all the Steelers. I feel like this Big Ben to pull some shit off like that.
All right. Well, I got the Cowboys winning this division. And the Eagles second. But again, that's one that I just like you, I could see that shit going either way. Because even though I think the Cowboys are a more talented team, the Eagles strive off that being an underdog shit.
Exactly.
Like they'll go out there and win any fucking game. You just don't expect it. So I always put respect on the Eagles. That's another fan base that I don't like neither one of these fan bases. But the fans ain't on the field. I respect the Eagles as a team. You know what I'm saying? And the Cowboys got the talent, man. Darius Slay helped the Eagles out big. So I could see that being, that hindering the Cowboys if the Eagles come out there and be as good as they've been good. They've been as good as they've been the last couple of seasons. I could see that hurting the Cowboys. If Slay locking Cooper ass up both times, I could see the Eagles being a problem.
Both times. He don't do that.
I wouldn't be surprised. I've seen it happen. So that's my thoughts on that. While we on the talk of the Cowboys, we missed talking about Dak turning down his contract in the news segment. So I guess we'll talk about that right quick. And I ain't gonna stick on it too long. What is Dak doing?
I don't know.
Look, I'm not gonna count the
man. I get the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like you're playing with fire because the Cowboys, you know how they are.
Look, I'm not gonna count another man.
Jones. I just don't feel like he worked that much anyway.
I don't look. Me neither. Like I said, I don't think Dak a terrible quarterback. I do not think he worked upwards of 40-some million a year, especially if they trying to sign him to like 4-5 years. Like
me and Ted already talked about this before. Take what you like. He did play for his contract. When they don't extend somebody, they basically tell you play with your contract because we need you to prove yourself.
And he went out there and played for that. That's why I understand what he's doing.
Because when he was being paid, when was Dak drafted? What?
Third round,
fourth round?
Something like that, yeah.
So his contract, he didn't get a big rookie contract. So he went out there and really played on his rookie contract last year and really put up numbers, not to go back to the rookie season, because I mean,
even his rookie season, he
rookie season balled out.
And then let's just be honest here. Dak hasn't had a terrible season yet. Like he just went out there and looked like a straight bum. You know what I'm saying? Since he's been in the league.
Throws and stuff.
He makes some stupid decisions and look like shit sometimes. But I mean,
just like full season wise, nah.
Yeah, he never just went out a full season and looked like shit. You know what I'm saying? And like I said,
that could be because of they do have the best O-line in the NFL. He does have Zeke.
He had this. Jason Witten and all that shit. So like I said, he could have been
Mark Cooper. So I mean,
right. So he could have benefited from having people around him, and I think that's the problem. That's why I say I don't understand what Dak's trying to do, because I don't know if you put Dak on a team without all that he's gonna look that good.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That didn't make sense to me when I seen that. I mean, like I said, I hate to kind of man's look at a man's pocket and shit, but like Dak, you're not gonna get that kind of money, dude. And any team that give you that kind of money, if they do, they probably gonna regret it. I just do not see Dak being that a quarterback worth that kind of money.
I mean, I already know what he looked at. He looked at all right. Yeah, didn't make it hard. I know what he looked at already. I mean, I stay out of trouble. I'm not in the news. Zeke got in trouble.
Y'all paid him.
Y'all paid him. Y'all had no problem paying him.
Coop be disappearing in fucking games. Yeah. Sometimes 5 games a season, y'all pay him. So where my money at?
So where's my money?
Exactly.
I get where he's coming from. Because he got the right game. He got the right game.
I just don't think
he has exactly the right game.
I just don't think he's gonna get it.
I'm not putting out a bad name. I got a good name. I don't know if he's married or not, so I can't say family man. But I mean, he's family oriented. He doesn't get in trouble. Don't go to jail. Not arrested.
He don't have a bunch of distractions and shit.
Not a bunch of distractions. He's not on social media all the time making this big hoorah like a lot of other players do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that could be because of the contract situation. A lot of people do wait till after they get their contract and then they do that.
Yeah, yeah, trust me, I know. Fuck, we know. But
we'll talk about that later too. But I mean, but I do get where you're coming from. Why can't I get paid? Y'all paying all the other people who get in trouble, disappear. But I mean, I've been consistently doing,
Yeah, and Dak. I mean, look, I talk shit about the Cowboys like most people do. Dak was really one of the best parts of that team last season.
Exactly.
If not the best part. Like he played for them. He played for his contract. But I mean, look, Dak got to see like other quarterbacks about to start getting paid. The Ravens probably understand Jackson.
We pay you 40, 45. They got to pay Mahomes 50, 55.
Oh, Mahomes already breaking the bank. Like the Mahomes.
I'm saying, my boy,
we ain't got to worry about that.
We not gonna. And if we, I feel what you're saying. We already know that. Mahomes gonna break bank.
Oh yeah, he about to hit.
He gonna break bank. He gonna have them Aaron Rodgers contracts.
I don't know. I think
every time they come around with that
some shit that we didn't even know they could do.
Oh, I'm already know.
Like,
but see when his contract over,
that nigga lifetime contract. Like they about to pay that nigga. He about to get some
100 million.
Shit, that boy getting way over there.
Not 100 million, 10-year, 500 million contract, man.
They about to get that nigga that bank. Shit.
He's gonna be making that bag, man. But no, real talk. I mean, congrats to him. I mean, I just don't see Dak on that level either, though.
Yeah, Dak not in Mahomes. Another thing I think Dak's seeing people like Jared Goff getting paid, Carson Wentz getting paid. He like, well, shit, then, I'm every bit as good as them.
I think the Cowboys not gonna bite on that because they see how those turned out.
Well, Wentz in the playoffs. That's my point. Wentz went to the playoffs this season.
I mean, Jared
and
Goff.
I think that's why they're not gonna pay Dak. They missed the playoffs.
What has Jared Goff, done since he got that contract?
Well, he only 1 year, but yeah, they ain't do shit. Wentz, like I said, went to the playoffs this season, and Dak missed it. Like, I mean, I don't understand. I don't see how he could expect.
And it's like, all right, well, yeah, Carson Wentz got extended. I mean, he got his big contract, but you lost to him to clinch the playoffs.
Yep. So I can see both sides of it, but like I said, that's a weird situation. I don't know, man. So I didn't mean to stick on this division. I just said since we missed out on that in the news, I guess we'll cover that right quick. In third place, I got the Giants. No, no disrespect. I just don't see the Giants being that good this season. I think they might be another year or two off before they really start making some noise. They're in still somewhat of a rebuild stage. They fucking first round corner. We don't even know if he's gonna play, so they have no defense really. Maybe at most a pass rush. You know what I'm saying? But that secondary is
that's just
gone.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones, I do think he's a pretty good quarterback. Hopefully he don't turn the ball over as much this season. But like I said, I think that it's not that I think the Giants gonna be bad. And I like what I heard from Joe Judge, the dude they just drafted, signed on to be the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
I like what I heard from him. I think he got the right type of mentality for a team like that. And Jason Garrett there, I know we all joke on Jason Garrett, but I think he was a pretty good coordinator when he wasn't the coach. He had Romo looking nice. Dak looked nice. So he working with a young quarterback. I think they'll be fine. But yeah, I don't see. I just don't see them getting over the hump. Like I said, it's just if they was in the AFC,
we're not looking for the Giants to get over the hump anyway.
Right.
But I mean, not yet. I mean, they just 2 years out from removing. I mean, this will be their second year out from getting rid of Eli. I mean, first year.
Like I said, I think Daniel Jones with Saquon and the guys they have, Golden Tate.
That's why I said they got a young team.
Yeah, they got some pretty good pieces on that offense. They need a line. I think they draft some offensive linemen.
They drafted some offensive line. They did.
Yeah, so like I said, they could make some noise. I just don't. Me personally, I just don't see them having enough talent to really make that much noise.
Also doesn't help the case is the defense, the cornerback situation.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I mean,
distractions is like
I said, I got respect for that organization, but as of late, I don't know. I don't know, man. I think they kind of got punch drunk for Eli, and they waited too long to start making some changes. And I think they just got to deal with that for about a year or two before they really start, being contenders again. Like I said, no hate towards the Giants. I just don't think they're ready yet. I do hate this team. Washington is dead last. And I don't really have much to say. It's Washington. They do have a good coach. Ron Rivera's
I would hope the only reason. The only reason. I look at the Washington Redskins. It's because of theirs.
Yeah, true. Like I said, that's another thing. I hate to say this about this team, bro, because Washington has drafted damn good. Like that front seven is good. They got a good defense, and they got some pieces on Young and all them now. Terry McLaughlin, that dude was a dog. He came out of nowhere last season. And like I said, if Guy's healthy, they got a running back. AP still there.
AP starting too now.
They signed Moss. Exactly. They picked him up in undrafted free agency. They got some pieces. Like I can honestly see them being, and like I said, Ron Rivera a good coach. I wouldn't be surprised if they're pretty good.
I don't really see too much.
I'm never going to give Washington the benefit of the doubt at this point. I can't do it.
Nah, I can't. I'm not really expecting too much. It's Ron Rivera first season.
Yeah,
I don't really think anybody really expecting too much. So,
all right, like I said, I mean, look, this team got the potential to be.
Now that team has some serious injury problems. That team can never stay healthy.
That's what they strengthen can do. Like, I mean, that's why I said this organization is shit.
But they brought in the right coach to kind of
and hopefully, like I said, hopefully that works. But what's your boy name? Snyder? Yeah. I am all the way off that dude, son. Like, I don't know what the fuck to say about this team, man. Like I said, they got the potential. Like because nobody respect the Redskins, rightfully so. I know I don't at all. But the way they've been drafted, man, that team could be nice. Like I said, maybe if Ron Rivera could put that shit together and all that bullshit off to the side, they get back to football, and taking this shit serious with all the distractions and all the other dumb shit, I mean, maybe so. But I look, I got more faith in the Giants doing that. Me personally, Washington dead last with me. Look, hopefully they prove me wrong. I doubt it though. Let's get to NFC West so we can close this shit out. I'm pretty sure, man, you got the same shit. We might not. I got San Francisco at number one.
San Francisco, yeah.
They haven't changed. Team was pretty dominant last season.
And I cannot wait to watch San Francisco. All right, so look, another thing I want to look at, when I looked at their schedule, bro, they got some nice games.
Like they got some good matchups?
Yes, like consecutive, like some games that you really want to watch, though. Like,
yeah, I know we play them again this season.
Yes. And like they play the Packers right before they play y'all. We know that they'll do the Packers, but you know you're gonna watch it.
You know they gonna put hands on the Packers. They putting hands.
But then they play, like Seattle, of course, because they're in the division with them. But I mean, bro,
that's Russ. You know how that go. Who knows what the nigga pull off? I mean, man,
I can't wait to watch San Francisco.
Yeah,
hopefully they don't turn out like the Rams were.
Nah, I don't see that because the difference between the 49ers and the Rams when they had that one season is the 49ers was well built. Like they have a young defense. Well, not young, but you know what I mean. They got young pieces. Like the core of that team is young.
Most of the core of that team
is young, right? And they talented. You know, they built the team a certain way, and it's been consistently that way. And they keeping it that way. The Rams just went out and spent a bunch of money on free agents that they couldn't fucking afford. Now they all about to be gone. Unfortunately, So yeah, I see San Francisco picking right back up where they started, where they left off. I mean,
slide with Seattle.
Number 2, I got Seattle. Russell Wilson. That's it. I don't have nothing else to say. I mean,
Russell Wilson won them 9-10 games on his own.
Right. So I don't see them winning under 10 games with Russell Wilson now. Because honestly, ain't too much else to say about the Seahawks. That's another team that they can't draft for shit. Like
can't draft and they defense. Oh my!
That defense is just getting. They still got Bobby Wagner, and look, I'm holding off for that. The one of the twins, the Griffin, the cornerback. Look, I think he could be good, but he gotta tighten this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But he gotta tighten this game up, man. Like, I don't know. They got Quandre Diggs too from
Detroit,
and they also signed Quentin Dunbar, who had a damn good season last year, but then again, he might not even fucking play. So they had the potential to have a better defense, but we gotta wait and see. Like I said,
true.
With Bobby Wagner on the defense, Russ on the offense, I'm never gonna count them out. But and I also heard today that Russ trying to get AB. So if that happens,
and he's trying to bring back Josh Gordon also.
Hey, if that happens, I'm bumping Seattle number 1. I respect Russ way more than Seattle whole time. That's just me.
All right, but no, that's a good take, bro. That's a good take.
Yeah, I mean, look, Russ a dog, man. Like it ain't too much stopping him.
San Francisco Seattle games was literally getting,
they starting to get so entertaining, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
them games
that's like
really get really coming down a couple inches for the dub.
Yeah, man, that's back when Harbaugh was coaching them because him and
Ravens. Oh my son.
Not the other Harbaugh brother.
No, I'm talking the Ravens and the 49ers games, like how they used to be, bro.
No, I'm talking about like the 49ers and Seahawks game because them two hate each other.
Jim Harbaugh.
Is it Jim? Yeah, Jim Harbaugh and Pete Carroll hate each other. I used to love watching them two teams go against each other.
What made it even better was Richard Sherman hated Jim Harbaugh, so back from college.
Yeah, so I'm. Them games starting back to be entertaining, man.
So I
think Cardinals, this might surprise you.
3.
Who you got at 3?
Cardinals.
Same, man. Fuck the Rams. Same, man.
Oh, man.
Look, I'm joking when I say that. I ain't got no ill will towards the Rams. They fucked my team, but that's in the past. Look, I think the Cardinals drafted well. They shocked the hell out of me. I didn't see them drafting that good. They got Hop. Kyler looked pretty good. I just see them putting some shit together this season. I don't see them being like amazing or nothing. But I could really see them.
Kyler Murray is just an interesting player though. Like I feel like he might turn out like a Russ.
Ball more this shit, or he gonna
blow out like Russ. That's what I'm saying. Like I can see him like being like a younger Russ. Like when Russ retires, like Kyler Murray, I feel like he'll be doing that same type of stuff.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, I just don't think the Rams think they've lost too much over the years. And I think that offense that everybody thought was so revolutionary got figured out. And unless Sean McVay, I don't think he's a bad coach. I just think these other teams in that division hungry. Like they looking at that. They like, look, y'all getting weaker every season.
Yeah.
Now again, I put the Cardinals at 3. That could be whatever. Like I said, no matter who the fuck come in 3rd or 4th. I don't got either one of them teams making the playoffs, so it don't really matter. So, yeah, again, the Rams another team that just looked like shit last season until maybe next season they'll surprise me.
The only way they could surprise me is if they look up and beat the Cowboys week 1.
Not really. I won't. I'm not gonna hold week 1. I'm not gonna hold them to that.
Nah, because I mean,
I'm gonna look how they perform their own division more or less.
Their own division. I mean. Yeah. I don't feel like they're going to win it from there. I don't feel like that. If they can maybe snatch a game from Seattle.
Well, they've won games. I think they beat Seattle and San Francisco at least. No, they got swept by San Francisco. They beat Seattle once last season.
Like, if I could see them snatch
one of them games against San Francisco was really close. Like I said, they not terrible. The
division game's going to be like that anyway.
That's what I said. I don't know what to expect from them. So, like I said, that's another division I could see getting switched around from 2 to 4 in any kind of way. I just think San Francisco the better team. I don't see much of a drop off from them. So, any takes you got on this division, or anybody in the team you got some other thoughts on in the West?
Seattle might can pull off the number 1.
Yeah, I agree.
Seattle, just like we just said, they did only lose by a couple inches, man. Like both games came down, to the wire. So I feel like they got the potential. If they sign AB, they over the top.
If they sign AB, I'm putting them at number 1. So just let that be on the record. I got them at 2 right now.
I feel like even if they sign Josh Gordon back and he stays playing the entire season, I feel like I still take him over the top.
Nah, I don't think so.
They just Josh Gordon literally passed used to be. Bro.
So like I said,
when he played, it's another person though. Like he's still fast.
That's what I'm saying. He's not the same though.
But who knows who might get AB? Because they got people vouching to get AB back. Lamar Jackson tried to get AB.
That's what I said. Russ said that is. They said Russ supposedly was saying that himself that he was trying to get AB.
I'm saying this Lamar Jackson was talking about that too though.
That's another. That team already dangerous. They get him shit. Like I don't know, bro, but that's my take on the NFC, man. It would. Me and you didn't get into it as much as I thought we would. So I thought you was gonna disrespect my team a lot more, like you do off the mic.
Tampa taking that.
Yeah. Okay. You want to wait till we get to the end of the episode and say that shit?
I didn't want to get killed.
Nah, man. Nah, fuck that. I already told you my piece. I just don't think Tampa gonna be.
Hey, bro.
I don't think they're gonna be as dangerous as people think.
Man, the funniest episodes yet to come.
Yeah,
those episodes gonna be in the middle of the season.
Wow, as I thought it would, but I was looking
week 4. It's damn good episode.
Week 4, I can't wait.
Week 4,
gonna put hands on the line. You already know. Cam Jordan gonna be on Matt Stafford ass. Okay.
Hell no.
Wait. We gonna hold off. We ain't gonna get into it, son. We're gonna hit.
Yeah, we're gonna tell y'all what we got planned for week 4 yet.
Oh, all right. So, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and get to these seedings, and I want you to tell me what you think. So, at number 1, I got the Saints. This the number 1 seed in the conference. Yeah, kill me now. I don't care. Whatever. I got San Francisco coming in number 2. About to shock you because you'll be like, what? Not this team. I got the Cowboys coming at 3. You know I fucking hate the Cowboys. Not the fans. And I don't want to see them that high. But I got them at number 3. The Vikings at 4. Now this is where this got tricky because the NFC just like we keep saying, you just don't fucking know, man. Who gonna be in the wild card spots? I got the Bucks at 5.
Well, I got okay.
And I got Seattle at 6. Now, I did right that
additions to the team.
I did right that I could also see the Packers some kind of way weaseling their cheesehead asses into the 6th seed and Seattle possibly missing the playoffs. But that's what I got so far. So what's your take on that? What you think?
I got San Fran taking number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Coin toss for Saints or Bucks, depending on how the season go.
Okay.
Let me see. You know I got the Vikings already winning the division.
So you got them at 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then for the 4, Eagles.
Okay.
And I got, let me see. I got the Cowboys sliding in there.
So the Saints or the Bucks, depending on.
Yeah, and Saints or the Bucks and the Cowboys sliding in there.
Okay. I'm just putting that in your mind. I don't know.
All right, so
like you see both the Saints.
If the Cowboys miss, it's only because Seattle has a damn good season.
Yeah, I mean both of us pretty much feel the same way.
Aren't there like another extra team in the playoffs too this year?
No.
We're missing out because the only number 1 get a bye week.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, man, the NFC, I couldn't wait to talk about it because you just never know, man. Shit should be hectic in the NFC, man. You don't know who's gonna go to the playoffs.
Well, that 5 and 6, it might not be either of the teams we said.
Exactly. Both of them might be sitting at home. So we'll see. But that's part 2 of our way too early predictions, man. This is something we're gonna probably most likely, like I say, probably. I'm pretty sure we're gonna revisit at some point, man. But that's all I got for today, man.
See the final rosters and stuff, we most likely gonna revisit it.
Right. So that's all I got for today, man. Anything you want to add, man?
Nah, I just can't wait for the season to get kicked off, and I cannot wait for week 4.
Yeah, look, I'm hopefully the season get kicked off when we feel like it will.
What we do for week 4, we might do for a couple of the big primetime games. Also.
Yeah. We still looking into it. But like I said, some plans we'll have down the line.
Figuring out some things, iron the kinks up.
Right. So with that's episode 3. We appreciate all our listeners. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let us know how we doing, man. If you agree or disagree with us, let us know down in the comment section. And tell us who you have winning each division or your seasons for the each conference. You know. Yeah.
Also, make sure if any video ideas, shoot them our way. I mean,
yeah. If there's anything you want us to talk about, man, let us know, man. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and just let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about.
Any news y'all want us to speak on, anything controversial. We love controversial conversations.
Oh, for sure.
Tweet us. Tag us on Instagram. Comment. However you can reach us. Make sure.
All right, man. And with that, that's episode 3.
Peace.